And we have a Cyber Week special. Now, this is really good, guys, because even our recent Today's special, while it was larger, it was not under $30. This is $29.99, and I would grab every one of these you can get for all the people who are those crazy football fans that are out there. We've got all 32 teams. We're gonna be going through a bunch of them here, but just know we've got all your teams, and I think we're gonna have a left-hand screen thingy. Will that be showing all of them? What is, I'm sorry? Oh, the bills are sold out. So do we have, oh yeah, you're gonna see your team. If I don't show it on the bed, you'll see it right there on the side of your screen. Miss Laura Baker, welcome back.
Thank you,
She's
great to be here.
part of our football team now. She's a sports reporter many years ago. We're happy to have you here.
It's great to be here. We're very lucky on these. These were stuck on a container ship. That's why they're here.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I knew you were gonna recognize it. So
I'm gonna hold it too.
So that's how we got them. So last year, you know, they didn't quite make it to the States before football season. So that's why you're getting this incredible value on here. And an extra throw that we're bringing to you from the Northwest as well. So what you can see here is, we picked out the Eagles just for you, Suze. And so you can see across the top, it has the team name. Then it goes into a picture of the city. So they're kind of the downtown areas of each of the cities. And then on the very bottom is the logo. This is from the Northwest group. We have teamed up with HSN for 16 years. And so really nice to be able to have something that you know is high quality that you're getting from us. We make sure the colors are permanently infused. The colors, this is officially licensed by the NFL, so it is the correct yellow, it is the correct green. And it even has this amazing binding done in the team colors. Here, I'll show it to you in a couple of different ones. So you can see here with the Packers and then with the Cowboys behind it. Notice how the Packers has a binding that's in green and the Cowboys has a binding that's done in the team navy here as well. Not only is this amazing because it's great for the durability and the livelihood of your throw, it's actually sewn in instead of glued. A lot of companies will glue a binding in because this is double stitched twice. It's actually going to last even longer. And the fact that it even has a binding, some companies will just kind of fold over the edge and do a throw like that. So really the quality is here.
Well, I think what's really fun, and there you're kind of seeing it, is when you see the city scene. Like for many of you who you've been from the town, you've been in the town to watch a game, whatever, it brings back great memories. When I see the Eagles scene, that's downtown Philadelphia. It's just one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. And it just so well replicated on this because it's a real honest to goodness photo.
It is.
Like look at the picture of Dallas.
I mean, this is so cool. Yeah, I mean, you have Reunion Tower. Yeah, I mean, Reunion Tower is just lit up right there. You have Renaissance Tower here in Dallas. I just take a look. You can see that some of the lights are on in some of the buildings. People are kind of working in there. So really beautiful to be able to see that.
And it's a night scene, which is really, look at this one. This is one of my favorites. Oh my gosh, I love the New Orleans Saints. I remember when we did this one. Oh my goodness. And I have to tell you, this is the throw that I bought, a version of it. It might have been the same thing and we just reordered it because this, this
is the same thing. It's what got stuck on the container ship and didn't make it in time.
Got it. So I must have seen them ahead of time.
So you saw them ahead of time.
Yes, and never got to sell them.
And we actually put them on air and it's a part of the order made it.
New Orleans one is phenomenal. And I was just in New Orleans celebrating a friend's birthday, and I met my husband in New Orleans. Oh, so even though I'm not a Saints fan, it is a hugely important place for me. It's funny, my brother and his partner, a couple years ago, we did a cityscape. We do new ones all the time, right? And they had one of the greatest times in their lives in Cleveland. So they're not big pro football fans, but you know why they bought it? Because it reminded them of their really fun trip they had to Cleveland.
This reminds me of San Francisco, obviously. You have the Golden Gate Bridge here.
Look how big that is.
I mean, I remember going there as a child and swimming in this water as a kid. I just like walked right into it. And so the thing is that it really is beautiful. You're right about the memories that it brings you. So if you're a 49ers fan and maybe you're a displaced one like we talk about, but you still love to be able to see the memories of your city. Here we are with the Patriots in Boston. So this is downtown Boston. Patriots actually play just a little bit outside of here, but this is their hometown. This is it. So you can see you have the bridge, you have all the tall buildings, and it's gorgeous because it is that evening picture with the lights. It reminds me a lot of that artist, that painter of light artist, because the pictures, I didn't know if I was allowed to say that.
I just did.
So I didn't want to say his actual name. I just use his nickname because that's better. Who knows? And also look at how the colors are done with each one of them. So notice, of course, this is the team colors. This is the team orange, the team navy, but even the photographs have the hint of the team colors done.
Yeah, I love to see how they picked up a lot of orange on there. Okay, now I got to give you an update. If you want the Colts, there are only 40 left. So Colts fan, you got gotta get it now. If you want the Bucks, there's 90 for the whole country. The Cardinals, there's only 80, and the Titans, I only have 80, excuse me. So these are clearly down to just kind of a smattering of what we have remaining. Why do I love this as a gift? Because you don't have to worry about sizing. That is my favorite thing. You don't have to say, oh, I don't know if he's an extra large or a 1X or she's this or she's that. You do not have to worry about sizing. You just order your favorite team and just get it at home. And I will tell you what, normally this is gonna be, I think we had it on the air for 30 some dollars, right? 39 maybe, yeah. $39.99, so we've taken $10 off. It's now one of our most affordable throws that we've ever done. And the other great thing, Laura, we talk about this a lot, is those brilliant colors you're seeing in New Orleans, which is just so represents the colorfulness of New Orleans, they will stay that same brilliant color for the life of the throw.
Absolutely. So these are not ironed. There you are, Suzanne, before we talk about colors. So you are on your sofa with your puppy dog, cheering on your Eagles, which is where we love this one.
And we love their throws. Oh my God. And my son, it was so funny. He came home for Thanksgiving and we had a full-on, because our Eagles throws out all the time, right?
Yeah.
We had a full-on conversation about how great these throws are. I mean, because Mom, I think it's one of the best they've ever done.
They are so soft. They're beautiful, yes, but they're incredibly soft. And the durability and what you're talking about with the colors is so important. So here you're taking a look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? I mean, the Bucks orange and the Bucks red and the 49ers red are not the same reds. They have to be done specifically for their teams, right? Same with the Eagles, right? So the Eagles green is very different from like the Seahawks green, like totally different. But they have specific names. They have an actual number that goes with it, with the whole numerical system. And if it's not done that proper way, you cannot get approved by the NFL. So we have the NFL license of approval. Beyond that, this is not spray painted on top. This is not an iron-on in the picture. This is actually, those colors are permanently infused into each fiber. And then we've created these scenes from the photographs out of each one of those fibers. So when it washes, it doesn't fade out. You can throw this in the washing machine. You can throw it in the dryer. Feel free to do that because you never have to worry. If anything, it actually gets softer and actually opens up the fiber to where it almost becomes a little bit brighter. Look here with the Packers. You can see the glow off of the water. Just absolutely beautiful to be able to have that.
Hey guys, can we keep showing the other teams on the side, if you don't mind, if we have it? Only because I know you guys want to see your team. You're like, well, what picture did they use on my favorite team? And so, yeah, thank you, Dixon. If you don't mind. Okay, by the way, Cowboy fans, you guys are loving this. And again, no sizing worry. You just have that crazy football fan in your life and you're like, you know what, get them this. They will truly love it. And this silk touch is the softest we do. It feels so, so good.
I'm gonna steal it from you for a minute, yeah.
I was gonna say, the other thing I really love about this weight of the throw is that you can throw it in a tote. You can take it to the game. I think that's so great. It's so lightweight, but it's warm. That's the amazing thing about it. And I'm gonna hold it up 60 inches by 80 inches. What does that mean for you? That means that it's 5 feet wide, okay, and I'm 6 feet tall. It's about 6'7". It's just shy of that. So you can see I can hold it all the way over my head, which means if I'm snuggling on the sofa, guess what? My shoulders and my toes are all warm at the same time. And as Suzanne was mentioning, it is so easy to take with you and just fold up and put anywhere you want. So notice how it's a fairly large blanket, but notice how I'm folding this very simply. There's no technique, and I'm just gonna roll it just up like this, and I can take it right underneath my arm. I can go to the Friday Night Lights game. I can go to the tailgate. I can take it with me anywhere I want, and it easily will just go under the arm, or I can throw it in any bag. Yeah, and I think that's one of our favorite weights. We've done some in the past that are really, really thick, and they don't fit in a basket at all. They're just too puffy. Yeah. I really love this weight, and it also just gets around you better. Like, you know what I mean? It just fits you better. You can sort of, I call it pig in a blanket. You can sort of roll up. Yes, exactly. You can sort of roll up and snuggle in it a little bit better. All right, guys, if you want the Colts, I'm down to the final 30, and then that's gonna be sold out. The Bucks, I'm down to under 80. The Cardinals, I'm down to under 70 left. The Titans, under 80 left. Now, understand in the other teams, the one team that's completely sold out right now is going to be the Bills. But other than that, we've got all 32 teams. I just think these are the easiest gift you can give because you're not spending a fortune. They really feel great. They look fantastic. So if it's the Mile High City or whatever your favorite town is, maybe it brings back great memories. My son and my husband we always went to the Eagles games, both at the Vet and the Link. And so we have really fond memories of Philadelphia. So it's fun to have your favorite team, but really have a great symbolism of that team.
I think it's a memory of the city, you know, because like we had the cutting boards on earlier today that were so crazy with the different states. Yep. This is that same thing. This is that memory of your hometown, right? Yes, it's your NFL team. Yes, it's your state. Yes, it's all of that. But it's also, I mean, this is my hometown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That river is under the Platte Street Bridge. I have been on that river since I was a child. So when I look at this throw, it brings back those memories for me. You know, going boating with my family and fishing. I mean, we were caught there in a really bad storm one time. So, you know, I mean, like those are the things that it can do. Here you are, and it's one of those things because it is machine washable. I actually had this blanket in my, the Panthers one, it was in my trunk. And I was at a fire pit with some friends, and it was chilly. And the fire pit was not keeping me warm. So I went to my car, grabbed my NFL blanket, and got to stay warm with it. But the thing is because it's machine washable, I don't care if it was a little smoky smelling. I don't care if it gets some dirt on it.
Get some sand on it.
Or some sand on it. Or if, you know, you're taking it to the Friday night games. Yes, you're gonna use this on your sofa, but you literally can take it anywhere you want to because it folds up so easily and is so easy to maintain and take care of. You don't have to be delicate with it. No. Even though it's silk touch, it is not a silk material that you have to worry about.
And again, because a lot of these the colors are so
They're
rich.
Gorgeous. I mean,
they'll stay this way. It's not like they start to fade. And I've had blankets, oh my goodness, probably my oldest item from our NFL show. Well, I've been doing this for almost 18 years. So, I mean, and still, it's amazing. I have a hoodie from G3 and Carl Banks. That darn thing is so old and I've washed it to death. And guess what? I'm just wearing it last night. Like, I love wearing this stuff. And the same with the blankets. Northwest is the official throw manufacturers for the NFL. And they've consistently, for the 18 plus years that we've been offering our NFL gear, they've provided our throws to us. And they do them exclusively. That's the other big deal. Guys, it's so much fun to have this one in. Anytime we do a cityscape, they're always the most beloved. Because again, it's that multiple memory level.
And they're exclusive to us here at HSN. So when we combine this kind of style, you're never going to see this again. Once we sell out of the quantity, they don't come back, okay?
Right, yes.
So the only reason we have this one is because it did get stuck in the container ship. But I love the New Orleans one. This is Bourbon Street. You can see here where maybe you've stood on this balcony throwing beads before. I don't know. You might have had a lot of fun. You know, you can see the red, white, and blue of the American flag, how gorgeous the lights are in the evening. I do laugh. I said, this picture must have been taken around 5 o'clock in the morning because otherwise these streets are not empty.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah. You know, it's so clean, too.
And clean. It was there after the people left.
There's not a bunch of containers on the ground after a night. And again, this is San Francisco. I mean, look at how vivid and awesome that picture is. It's so authentic. You can literally see the windows on the buildings. You can really identify a lot of little details when you get this at home. And again, maybe the 49ers is your team, or do you have that nephew or whoever, it's a granddaughter, whoever, who's just loves a certain football team. This to me is one of the easiest gifts to give. And the fun thing about it is, Ethan, he's gotten obviously throws over the years from HSN, from our NFL collection. Do you know what? He keeps them all, and he uses them all the time. It's not like, you know, something that goes out of fashion a year from now, and you're like, why did I buy that?
We're not going to outgrow it. You know, my nephew's eight years old. He's growing like a weed. He asked me for the Buccaneer blanket. I said, I would love to give you the Buccaneer one for Christmas, you know, because it's one of those things that he's not going to, if I buy him a shirt, guess what? In 3 months, it's not going to fit him. And by next football season, it certainly won't.
Right.
But this he'll still be using for years and years and years to come.
Oh, my son took his blankets to college.
Oh, for sure.
Now he's in his first apartment with his girlfriend. He's got the blanket. I mean, you know,
I love it.
You just don't get rid of them.
And the thing is because the quality that you're getting from Northwest, listen, we have paired up with HSN for 16 years. These are exclusive to us here. And you know that you're getting something that is going to last you for years and years to come. So when you do give this to a gift, they're going to love it. And there's no hurting feelings about sizing. You don't have to worry about any of that. And it's just something that they're really going to be able to use. I like that you talk about too, Suze, when somebody buys this, the newest one goes in your sort of your Hall of Fame, right? It goes on the sofa where everybody's gonna see it. Right. And then the one that might be on your sofa right now might go to your partner because maybe you're fighting over the same blanket because it's always the softest one in the house. But if you already have a couple, it might go to the bedroom, might go to the kids' room. Some, like I have one in the car, it might end up in the car. So they sort of start to travel around as you start to collect them. Funny. Even the dogs get them, you know, the animals always snuggle up in them.
They really do. My T-Bone and Cooper are all, when I have these always laying out on our couch. They're always on. In fact, we keep one constantly on the end of our couch because Cooper always, our one dog, stays there. Okay, guys, I have to give you an update, I think, on the Broncos. So in the Broncos, guys, we have less than 100. In the Colts, we have to be less than 30 now because I updated a couple minutes ago. We have 25. Let's just keep doing the updates. In the Bucks, I have how many now? Okay, I have under 70 left. In the Cardinals, under 70. In the Titans, I'm down to 70 left there. So, you know, obviously, this is not gonna be around for a long time. And if you're watching right now and you've got those football fans in your life, isn't it great just to knock it out and get it done? In fact, you know, we have more customers who shop with us for the very first time for NFL than almost any category here at HSN. And I think, number one, it's really hard to find this stuff. You might live in Denver, but you're a huge, you know, Giants fan. And you can't find it out there. Here in Florida, can I find Eagles stuff? No. Bucks, yes. Eagles, no. Miami, no. I can find Dolphins. But that's, I think, one of the reasons why so many new people shop with us, because you're getting exclusives. No one else is gonna have them. You're getting an excellent price on this. If you get a couple of these and hit $75, everything flips to free shipping for the rest of the day and everything you bought earlier. It's just the place to buy your NFL gear. So I encourage you, if you are new, this is the ultimate gift to give, especially which we call the displaced fan. You know?
I mean, even, and you're talking about displaced on different states. You can be displaced within the same state.
Yeah, well, no.
You know, my cousin, my sister lives in Jacksonville. I live in Tampa. They're Buccaneer fans. They can't find anything Buccaneer in Jacksonville. It's all Jags.
Jaguar,
up there. Yeah, it's all Jags.
Funny.
And so, you know, it's one of those things that they're not that far away, but they still can't find it. So that's the nice part with HSN. And I also love, you guys usually deliver directly to the person. So if you're not going to see them for Christmas, that's a steal right there.
Yeah, and let me kind of explain what happens there. So if you get a couple of these, 1, 2, whatever, we can ship them to whoever you want. So let's say you're not going to see your grandsons for Christmas. You're not going to be with them. Well, when you go to check out, you're just going to put their address on them, okay? And we will send it directly to them, and you can even add a little message too. Or you can call ahead to mom and dad and say, look, the gifts are coming. Could you wrap them for me when they arrive at your door? They're from HSN. I do that with my nephew. I send gifts out to him for my niece-in-law and my grandniece, and I'll say, Spencer, when you see this name, because I use his full name on it, he knows that's a gift for them that he's got to get and hide and wrap for me.
That's so good.
But that's how we handle it. And I do. I send it directly from HSN to them.
Well, I mean, it just saves money in the long run, you know,
Totally
and it's nice.
Do you know how expensive it is to ship a box?
It's so crazy. And
have
it
you
takes
tried to
less
ship
stress
anything lately?
I have, and it's a nightmare.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I've done everything I can find. That's why I talked to you about the direct ship, because I'm like, everything I can possibly find to do that is going to be the way to go for those who live long distance. I want to talk again about the quality that you get from the Northwest Group, because you know that this is something that machine washable, tumble dry low, easy to maintain and take care of. But a lot of times when you see a throw out there, first of all, this is 60 by 80 inches. So it's important. That's 5 feet by more than 6.5 feet long, okay? If you find anything in this price point, it's going to be like a 40 by 50. It's going to be so much smaller.
Like a lap
so really
almost. Pay
attention to the sizing when you're doing your comparison shopping, and look at the quality too. Make sure that you have the binding that goes all the way around, and a true binding, not just a fold over of the material, but an actual binding that goes around and that's stitched and not glued, because this allows that durability to really stand the test of time for you when you're getting something from the Northwest Group. And of course, we have the true NFL colors here. That's why we are officially licensed by the NFL. Without that, we would never be able to get that. And they're very particular about what we put on our throws. We can't just design what we want and throw anything on there. We actually have to design it, and then we have to go back to the league and get it approved before we can have anything made for you.
Yeah, it's really arduous. And this is always, whenever, ever, we've done cityscapes over the last several years, and they're always different. We never repeat a cityscape. They're the #1 most popular. And again, I think it's that memory. It's like, oh, I've been to Denver. You know, I know what it's like. I've seen this scene before.
I've walked through that downtown.
Yeah, or in Philadelphia. That is a very familiar picture in Philly.
It sure is, yeah.
And I think it does. It brings back great memories. It can bring back childhood memories. It can bring back a great vacation that you went on. And at the same time, also celebrate that favorite team in your life. So here's what we're doing. Let me give you another update. Colts. Last call, you guys. I have 15. So if you're a Colts fan, this is your last and final chance. In the Bucks, I have 50 remaining in the Bucks. So again, last call on the Bucks. If you want the Cardinals, I've got about 65 left in the Cardinals. In the Titans, we're down to the final 50. So if you're a Tennessee fan, you need to hop on that. And then in the Broncos, let me do an update. I have about 90 left in the Broncos. Now, we also have 31 We have 31 teams at this point. The only team that is completely sold out, Colts is gonna be next, is the Bills. So the Bills is completely sold out. I'm sorry if you're a Bills fan. Other than that, if you hurry, you can still get your favorite team. And again, this cityscape is always a favorite. Laura, I can't tell you, every time we've done it, there's just something really magical about the cityscapes.
You know, I think what it is, it combines two of your favorite things. It combines your team and it combines your home. Right, typically. And so it's one of those things where, yes, you're getting the team name, you're getting the team logo, it's placed exactly how it's supposed to be placed. If it's at a certain angle, it's done that way. It's all done really high quality. But there's just a little sense of nostalgia when you take a look at these pictures. And so it really makes it warm. I mean, granted, the blanket is warm, but it makes it even warmer, a little play on words.
And you know, it's cuddly and it's soft. And we'll end on the Eagles. How appropriate.
There we go.
How apropos to end on my team. All right, Laura, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you. Great to be together.
It's good seeing you. Hey, also, too, make sure you go to hsn.com and look at all of our NFL gear. We have some of the craziest fun stuff that you can only find on hsn.com. And like things like, oh my gosh,